Go Sting, go! But wow, Saginaw up there right now, 1-0.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta.
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I don't know. Like I gotta say though, like at the beginning of this period, like I mean, I thought the Sarnia Sting were playing strong. I thought
Yep.
they were on top of the puck. I thought the passing, yeah, there's still a little bit of that going to the feet, but
Yep.
I thought for the most part they were on top of the puck and they had lots of opportunities. They just couldn't get it in there. Not for lack of trying. They were leading the shots on goal. They're still leading the shots on goal.
Yep.
But I guess at the end of the day, what really counts is the ones that go in.
Yes. So I just have to do one thing here. Ty, you and me, brother, Ty Voigt, I'm talking to you, man. Shoot the puck.
Not enough, eh?
No,
Yeah.
man. Like, I mean, we got a guy who's an outstanding skater.
Yep.
He's incredible stick skills. Like, I mean, his stick handling is amazing. And, you know, he sets up a lot of things for us and stuff. But I don't know what he's waiting for.
Well, you've said it before last season, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, oh, I wish it. And then he starts shooting the puck, and we see a little bit more out of him. So,
100%.
what's holding him back out there tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, he could have made a real difference for us because he had an awful lot of opportunity.
Right.
You know, I mean, and he was, you could see him really frustrating Saginaw with the amount of time he spent, you know, in and around the net and you know, doing the wonderful swirl thing that he, you know, but just not enough, you know, putting the puck inside the red pipey meshy thing.
Okay.
You know.
What about Nolan Dillingham? I've seen much. Haven't seen a.
You know what? I mean, I'm not. You know, I'm not surprised that he hasn't been necessarily that way out there outstanding player on the ice right now. I get it. You know.
You think he's being cautious?
I think there's a little caution going on there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's nerves, but I mean, certainly he's being cautious a little bit. You know, there's a couple of guys we need to be able to, you know, they need to be able to stand on their feet a little more, you know, as opposed to tripping over the blue line.
Right.
You know, but I mean, other than that, you know, I agree. I thought, you know, I honestly, at the early part of that period, I thought, you know, I was optimistic.
Yeah, of course you were. No, I thought the 3/4 of that first period was Sarnia Sting.
Yeah, we came on a little in the end. I think that the one goal that Saginaw did get, I mean, it was a good goal.
It totally was.
You know, but I mean, I think there was, you know, a few breakdowns defensively. You know, we're struggling with defense, and it's even worse now that, you know, we have most of our, you know, our key defensive players are out. You know, Mast and Romeo are still still scratches.
Yeah.
And I think
out.
What's that?
Hoover's still out.
Yeah, and Hoover's still out. So I mean, some of the guys that, you know, would normally be in there mixing it up, some of our bigger guys, just they're not there. So, you know, we're scrambling in that department.
Trzika's starting in the pipes tonight, you know, and I thought I think he's playing a good game out there for us. There's been
overall,
many times there's been a couple of right, but I think for the most part,
well, there were
he's done
some
well
scary
for us.
moments. I thought it was going to be a whole lot worse than that. But I mean, you know, we've taken it to them in their end. But the couple of key mistakes that we've made were just big.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you know, we don't do anything small. You know, if we're going to do it big, right? Including messing up.
If I could take us back here a little bit last year, and it's not really something we've talked about yet, our battles in the corners of the rink have not always been favorable for us. But I kind of feel like we're kind of doing better in that category. We seem to be still getting in there, staying on top of the puck, and for the most part, what I see, we're taking the win out of those corners.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to agree with you here, Dave, and don't have a heart attack because you know we haven't had anybody die on live yet. But I'll agree with you. I think we are playing better in the corners.
Yeah.
We're not spending as much time in the corners, and when
we don't want to.
And when we do dig the puck out of the corner, it's not just going straight up the boards. You know, it's coming off of that so we can get a stick on it and get it moving in the other direction, which I think is really thing. I think if we were to able to combine that with some stronger line changes and a little more urgency in shooting the puck on the net, I think, you know, there's some winning combination stuff in there.
Right. One of the lines I want to talk about there, Cooper Way's out there with Sicky and I had it. Dilmanis, sorry.
Yes.
And Cooper Way being new to this team, I mean, those two other players are key players for this team.
Yep.
Do you feel like Way is keeping up with the other two there?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm seeing him develop with the team, like, and being, you know, a bigger part of the team in terms of the way the Sting play hockey. I see him fitting in better. Certainly there's, you know, this has been a good showing for him in terms of this particular game. You know, it's one of those things where I've noticed when he's on the ice now, you know, where before I was maybe noticing not the right things, but this time he seems to be in the middle of some of the better plays, and especially in the corners. Sure. Yes. You know, he's doing a good job. That's why
I brought it forward,
pushing it around
in the corners, and again being paired with, you know, those two other key players who have really stood out this year. And now it's like, well, okay, new guy, here you go, here's your opportunity. And I think he's showing up for the opportunity. I think
he's doing a good job so far at this point. You know, which you know, given the circumstances, we'll take it.
Right. Let's talk a little bit more about where we need to be as far as. I just had a
brain fart.
Where we need to be coming into the next period. That's what I was talking about. Wow. Where we need to be. I mean, okay, obviously, and where it was. Let's start with the pace of the first period. I thought it was a quick pace.
I thought it was good. I mean, it's not the fastest pace I've seen us play at, but certainly it was up there. I think we were giving Saginaw lots more than I think what they were expecting out of us, and that's a good thing. You know, but I think there is still room to pick up that pace a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and I think now let's talk about Saginaw. I think they've got room for the vertical pedal on the right as well.
100%. I don't think
I think they were. I don't want to say holding back, but they've got more in them as well. And I think they know. Okay, well the Sting's going. Well, we got to step it up. Okay, now we're really going to take it to them. I think we're going to see a really fast, action-packed second period between these two teams.
Yeah.
And the aggressiveness, the pushing and shoving. Doucette is out there. He looks hungry for some fun out there. And I'm not sure that's the right move.
No, and I think,
don't get into it with Saginaw.
I saw Zach Filak is, you know, getting a little frustrated. That's apparent. You know, and but I mean, frankly, you know, we've spent a lot of time that period being tangled up by, you know, double and triple teamed in some cases by the Saginaw guys, especially down in the corners. And I know that that's certainly one of the things that Ty Voigt's going to struggle against, you know, is that double and triple team thing, because, you know, they know what he's capable of.
Totally,
and
you have to know what he's up to.
If you can't put two men on him,
He's gonna score.
He's going to score.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why he hasn't been taking the shots. We've seen a lot of 2-3-on-1 there.
I still think there's
Yeah,
opportunities
yeah.
there, man. Ty, shoot the puck. Shoot the puck, man.
You're doing fine, Ty. I guess we'd like to see a little bit more shooting of the puck there.
No,
but
you know what?
I
I mean,
mean,
it's the same thing that we were saying about Max earlier, in this season. And because we know that there's another level to it, right?
Yeah.
And I think, Ty's one of those guys that clearly a skilled hockey player.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this guy's got a long career in hockey, but
maybe he needs to be inspired.
having said that, I want to see that next gear. That's all I'm saying.
I'm predicting a much faster pace. Like I said, I think they're
Yep.
going to really try to get under our skin because. Well, I don't think we want to fight Saginaw, quite
No,
honestly.
I don't
just
think so either.
That's a good choice. Get
No.
out there and play the hockey. Get back to the basics and the fundamentals. Ty Voigt, shoot the puck. I'm sure he's heard you.
Yes, I hope so.
I'll text him later. I'll make
Perfect.
Sure that you
Perfect.
Did you hear Jay Peckham?
Yeah, that Jay Peckham
And,
guy,
let's
man.
get this done. All right, Sarnia staying behind by 1, but still some opportunity. 2 more opportunities, but
There's still lots of game left.
there's still lots of game left for sure. And of course, we'll be back to talk about it. And of course, the post-game press conference. I want to see you say that. Post-game press conference with select players and maybe some of the coaches after as well. All right.
Perfect.
With the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows, live from the concourse with my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!